Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and this is my review for Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Set in Hong Kong during the 1980s, the story tells the tale of a legal immigrant and troubled youth, Chan Lok-kwon, who escapes the violence of a local crime lord by hiding in the infamous walled city. After getting off to a rough start, Chan soon finds solace under the watchful eye of martial arts master Cyclone, and eventually gains some new friends while learning important life lessons along the way. But trouble isn't too far behind him, and soon many triad leaders and their armies of men descend upon the claustrophobic city to find him. Hitting the big screens across the UK and Ireland courtesy of Cineasia just weeks after making its hugely successful Hong Kong debut, Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In is an incredible action-packed adrenaline rush featuring a top cast, gripping martial arts battles, stunning production values and slick direction, easily proving to be one of the greatest Hong Kong action movies of the last decade. After sitting in production hell for many years with names such as John Woo, Johnny To and Derek Kwok rumoured to direct, and the likes of Chow Yun-fat, Andy Lau, Tony Leung, Anthony Wong, Donnie Yen and even Nicolas Cage in line to star, the film eventually began production in late 2021 under the watchful eye of the hugely talented Soi Cheang, award-winning director of hit films such as Dog Bite Dog, Shamo, Accident, SPL2, A Time of Consequences, Motorway, Limbo and Mad Fate. Here, Cheang brings the pages of Andy Sito's popular manhua comic to life, originally known as City of Darkness, with his usual dark flair that delivers a film I can only describe as Dragon Tiger Gate meets Election meets Limbo. In short, Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In is quite simply a stunning piece of filmmaking that proves once again just how talented this man is as a director. The film boasts an incredible cast of stars, including the legendary Sammo Hung, who stars as the crime lord known as Mr. Big, and Soi Cheang regular Louis Ko does an amazing job as the martial arts master known as Cyclone, protector of the walled city. Richie Ren turns in a surprising role as a big boss within the city, and Kenny Wong stars as his cohort known as Uncle Tiger. And the wonderful Aaron Kwok appears in an extended cameo as a brutal swordsman, albeit in a vitally important role, which was fantastic to see. But I would be lying if I didn't say that my focus was on the younger cast members of the film, such as leading man Raymond Wong, seen in films such as The Sorcerer and the White Snake, Saving General Yang, Peace Storm and the new Kung Fu Cult Master 1 and 2. As Chan Lok-kwon, Wong proves to be a talent to look out for as he highly impresses on both a dramatic and physical level. He is backed by the handsome Terence Lau, Tony Wu and Chung Man-kit, who all prove to be equally as impressive and entertaining in their own ways. Together they join forces to take on the unstoppable right-hand man of Mr. Big, Wong Gao, played with style and brutality by the wonderful and hugely underrated Philip Ng. While this guy should have been a much bigger star over a decade ago, there's no doubt that his scene-stealing role here as the iron-skinned martial arts killer will boost the career of this action hero, hopefully and finally elevating him to true leading man status with the right projects. The phenomenal and violent fight action is directed once again by the amazing Kenji Tanigaki, the Japanese actor and choreographer who has appeared in films such as Once Upon a Time in China 5, Fist of Legend, Fatal Contact, Legend of the Wolf, SPL, Flashpoint and more. As an action director and longtime member of Donnie Yen's action team, Kenji has blown audiences away with his work on film like Tokyo Raiders, The Twins Effect, SPL, Bodyguards and Assassins, The Lost Bladesman, Wushao, Special ID, Raging Fire and Sakura to name but a few, making his directorial debut with the brilliant Enter the Fat Dragon starring Donnie Yen himself. Here, Kenji delivers some of his finest work yet with a series of brutal martial arts battles that had me wincing at the violence, in a good way, gasping at the incredible moves on offer and relishing in the intricate choreography that I was witnessing on screen. And while I've never had the pleasure of reading Andy Sito's original work, I definitely knew I was watching a comic book adaptation, as Tanigaki blends elements of superhero-like moves with his choreography, although without ever going over the top and distracting from the real talent on screen. It's also worth noting that most of the cast have worked with both Soi Cheang and Kenji Tanigaki at some point in their careers, and it was great to see everyone involved getting the chance to bust a move, especially the incredible Sammo Hung. Although artfully doubled for some of his more athletic moments, I just adored seeing the big man back in action, proving that at the ripe old age of 72, he was still quite capable of handling himself. Aside from John Chung and Peter Lam, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In is produced by Cheng's regular film cohort and renowned Ip Man director Wilson Yip. The film also benefits from an incredible score courtesy of prolific Japanese composer Kenji Kawai, who's worked with him before on films such as the aforementioned Ip Man series, Dragon Tiger Gate and the incredible Limbo, as well as on popular titles such as the Ring series, Avalon, Ghost in the Shell, Princess Blade, Seven Swords, Death Note, Young Detective D and many more. And finally, Cheng Su-keng, director of films such as White Lotus Cult, Forbidden Arsenal and Seawolves, returns as a cinematographer once again, having captured many of Soi Cheang and Wilson Yip's past productions, as well as films such as Fight Back to School, Black Cat 2, Thunderbolt, Running Out of Time, Full Time Killer, PTU, Election and more. So it goes without saying that here, Cheng beautifully frames the stunning production design of the film, enhancing the detailed work of every set piece that's delivered with flawless art direction and beautiful lighting. Without a doubt, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In is one of the biggest cinematic events of the year, appealing to all fans of Hong Kong cinema and anyone looking for a solid and incredibly well-made action movie. The film was selected to play at the 2024 Cannes Film Festival, where, I can only hope, its audience fell in love with Soi Cheang's dark and lawless Hong Kong of the 1980s, appreciating just how gorgeously shot, wonderfully acted, and violently exhilarating Twilight of the Warriors Walled In really is. Overall, one of the most gripping Hong Kong action movies of the last decade, Twilight of the Warriors Walled In is brutally entertaining, brilliantly directed and highly recommended. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.